Holy fuck. What the fuck? There's no way. Gavin Graves, holy shit, what's up, dude? What's up, my dude? How are you doing? I'm going to die in here. Chilling, man, chilling. I'm just gonna pop this haul. Gonna pop this haul. Hopefully my just toke or what? I'm smoking joints. But nah, no tokes for me right now. I just popped what's it called? A fucking halls. It'll make my toke taste funny. Looking for something to watch. Afghanistan bans women from speaking in public. We're watching this.
Women banned from speaking in public?
What? 3 years after the Taliban's return to power, a new law has been passed saying that women must cover their face. Taliban's return to power, a new law has been passed saying that women must cover their face and body completely if they leave the house, and their voices cannot be heard in public. Despite the risk to themselves, some women have spoken out and have been telling the BBC's Yogita Limai what life is like for them now. We have hidden their identities and used actors' voices to protect them. It's increasingly difficult for foreign journalists to report from Afghanistan.
Yeah, I bet.
This is Yogita's report, compiled along with camera journalist Sanjay Ganguly and producer Imogen Anderson.
That sucks, yeah, it's nuts.
Every moment you feel like you're in a prison. Even breathing becomes difficult.
Well, yeah, you got the thing over your face.
Around.
Dead.
We can't talk. We can't do anything.
Jesus Christ.
This is a country where women are increasingly being pushed out of view. Their freedoms crushed bit by bit by a relentless series of diktats. The latest, a published law. This section says that if a woman must leave her home out of necessity, she's obliged to cover her face and body, and her voice must not be heard.
We've had to be very careful and discreet when talking to women here because they're already operating in an environment of brutal restrictions. And now the Taliban's morality police have been...
This woman kid is taking like a huge risk. She could be murdered for not having her fucking face covered. That's crazy. Just doing this news report alone, she's risking her life. That to me is wild.
Been given sweeping powers. It's only been a few weeks since the law was announced, so it's unclear how stringently it'll be implemented, but already there's a ripple effect of fear that you feel when speaking to people here.
We meet teenage girls who've already lost 3 crucial years of education.
Oh,
their
right,
voices
because,
might
yeah,
need
of
to
course.
be hidden, but they want their words to be heard.
If we go out, we're scared. If we take a bus or remove our masks, we're scared. If we speak louder, we're scared. There's so much fear and stress.
Damn.
If we can't speak, then why go out at all? Why even live?
Until last year, groups of women took to the streets demanding their rights, risking violence and detention.
Well, that didn't work. I wonder, like, what the male population there thinks of that. Because, like, I wonder how many of them agree with it. Like,
Not
obviously, like, it's hard to get a straight answer because of, like, the oppression. But, like, yeah, they don't care. Yeah, it's nuts, man. This is what they want. I really wonder.
The Taliban cracked down on the marches until they stopped altogether. This woman broke down, telling us how she was detained last year while participating in protests.
99% because of religion? You think this wouldn't happen without religion? I think it would still happen without religion. It would just be maybe, like, they wouldn't call it a burqa, they'd call it something else. But, like, yeah, sure. I mean, like, religion is, like, a good vehicle for doing this, but it's not the only vehicle on the market.
The Taliban beat me and dragged me into a vehicle saying, "Why are you acting against us? This is an Islamic system." They took me to a dark, frightening place and insulted me with terrible words.
What the fuck?
We were treated like animals. After being released from detention, we weren't the same people we were before.
Jesus Christ.
Now, this is how Afghan women are showing dissent, posting videos of themselves online, singing songs criticizing the Taliban's actions.
That's how you die.
That's a mistake.
We met Hamdullah
Yeah,
Fidya
that's how you
from the
die.
Taliban government.
There's ways to
here
go
we go.
about this, and that's definitely not one of them.
Or sit directly opposite me, but he answered my questions. We asked how he could justify the law.
The laws that have been introduced have been approved by the Supreme Leader in accordance with Islamic.
Oh my God.
Been introduced have been approved by the Supreme Leader in accordance with Islamic Sharia.
Sure.
Any religious scholar can check their references.
Most of the girls and women we've spoken to in your country say they are prepared to wear whatever it is that your government prescribes as
Yeah, of
long
course,
as
'cause they
you
don't wanna
allow them to
die.
study. And because they're not being allowed to do that, they're being driven to the point of depression, even suicidal thoughts. Isn't it your responsibility as a government to listen to those voices and act on it?
Absolutely. Our sisters' education is an important issue.
Then why can't they
We are
get it?
trying to resolve this, which is the demand of a lot of our sisters.
Okay.
We have mentioned it several times in the past too.
For sure.
That our leadership is
How lucky it
working
is to live in the
as a
USA,
solution
bro.
will be
People don't
found.
realize how fucking lucky they
It's
are
been
to not
3
live in
years
countries
now
like
since
this.
girls were locked out of schools, but it hasn't happened on the ground. Do you really expect people to believe
People
that you are
really
going to
don't
actually
understand how lucky they are to live in Canada or like
We are
the United
awaiting the
States and
decision
shit.
of our
Even
leadership.
myself, I'll sit there and hate on Canada
The Supreme
sometimes,
Leader will
but
decide.
like
That
we
makes sense.
are
Not far from
extremely
Kabul,
fortunate.
We found some evidence that at least a section of the Taliban differs with the Supreme Leader.
Like over there, bro, like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like you either abide by the rules or you fucking just die. You know what I mean? There's no like, oh, poor me, what was me? There's no. It's just like you either fucking listen to the rules or die. That's it. You know?
We were given rare
Like-
access to a midwife training course run by the Taliban government. All the students
This is how
are
it
in their
is. You know what I
20s.
mean?
Here, they're being taught how to nurse a woman in labor. It's a rare exception. But behind closed doors, some Afghan women are taking matters into their own hands. We meet a teacher who runs a secret school for girls.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
boy.
When the new law came, I explained its rules to my students.
That's crazy.
and told
The
them
secret
things would
school for
become even
teachers,
more
bro?
difficult.
That's actually
Every
nuts.
day
Props
I
to
wake up
her.
asking God to
That's
make
huge.
the day pass safely. Several times
actually
I've had
huge.
to change the location of the school.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet,
It's a
yeah.
quiet act of defiance and hope.
It's not even a quiet act. That's like her risking her life. Should be
I'm
publicly
now in
executed
Delhi
just to
after
show
more
the
than
people
2
not to
weeks
fuck
of
around.
being in Afghanistan, and one of the other ramifications
It's
of the
crazy.
new law is on relations between the Taliban and the international community, which have become increasingly difficult and
I would
unpredictable.
expect that.
And it had seemed quite different just about 2 months ago. At the end of June, for the first time ever, the Taliban went to attend UN.
The fuck did they expect? It's the Taliban.
Yeah, for real.
Like, really? I mean, what is this?
Led
Duh.
talks in Doha. It was seen almost as a breakthrough at that time. It was a meeting that Afghan women rights activists and civil society activists had been kept out of. The UN had come under fire for
You really
that,
want to visit
but
Canada? It looks
people within
beautiful. It
obviously
is
had
beautiful,
thought it was
brother.
worth the risk. But now they're
It is
questioning
beautiful.
whether there was any
No
point
doubt
in
in that.
acceding to the Taliban's request for that meeting.
I want to go
and whether
to
there's any point in engaging with the Taliban in the future.
Well, they're religious.
I want to go to
right?
Switzerland.
And so, like, whenever you're talking about religious
Or, like,
extremists
Germany or
religious
something.
zealots, there's never a point that you can reason with them or explain things to them because they're not thinking in the terms of you thinking. Like, they don't think logically. They read a book and then they do what the book says. That's it. So if what you're saying contradicts the book, then you're wrong. It's that simple.
Exactly. It's exactly
So,
right.
I don't know why people don't get this.
That's crazy to me. This
I
is
think
part of their
there's
religion.
A lot of people that don't really
I
understand.
never understood
like,
that.
how strong some people's
ideologies.
You know, like what's the word for it?
Ideology.
Like, how strong their.
The word he's looking for is their ideology. That's the word he's looking for.
Like their indoctrination is.
Indoctrination,
really
it works.
bad.
Their ideology,
God's
though.
words versus yours. Yeah, exactly. Conviction. Yeah, this is just. I mean, it's literally the fucking Taliban. I mean, what the hell do you expect, right? I mean, fuck. Like this has always been how they've done things. Yeah, their view on faith is compromised. Like any highly religious group. I mean, Taliban is not Islam. I mean, I think that's not what they think. Hey, and here's the thing. Is that you're always going to see people saying like, yeah, well, that's not really the way it's supposed to be. I'll link you guys the video, right? I don't want to have a debate on what your religion is or what it isn't or anything like that. I fully understand that, like, I mean, Christians have done things that are similar to this. Like, we don't really do that as much anymore now, or at least in a lot of Western countries, we don't. But like, yes, obviously Islam is not the only... Islam does not have a monopoly on the oppression of women. Everybody knows this. Every normal person knows this. However, this is bad. It's bad. It's not good. After watching this video, you'll still say that they would do this without religion, because earlier you said that they would find another reason, or am I misunderstanding? I think that religion definitely serves as an aggregating force and like an agitating force of like making people feel like they're more justified to do bad behavior. But I don't think that you need religion to do bad behavior. And I think that bad behavior and the oppression of people is something that is a universal thing. So, like, yes, this oppression is an outcome of their religion, but the oppression is not, like, it's not like if you remove the religion, you're going to remove the oppression. You're still going to have the same people with the same general values. That's the point that I'm making, is that it might be more, it might feel better to kill people because of a religion or oppress people because of a religion, but people will find the way to do it no matter what. You need fantastic belief? Well, it's not a scapegoat. And I do think that there's a huge problem that people have where they view that you're not able to criticize religion because it's somehow beyond, you know, criticism or something like that. I find this to be a very problematic mindset, and I totally disagree with it. I think that every religion should be able to be criticized completely.
100%.
And different, there are a lot of bad ideas in religion that should not be moved forward into culture, right? North Korea is religious? I don't even know. I have no idea. It's like criticizing God, which is a no-no to them. Yeah, exactly. Criticize, but don't misrepresent. What I've noticed a lot is that people say that you're misrepresenting whenever you're criticizing them. I think that, like, it's easy to say that you're misrepresenting, but whenever you look at the outcomes of something like this, I think that matters a lot more than what anything else does. They misrepresent themselves. Yeah, I mean, like, the representation, like, how are we the ones that are misrepresenting if this is clearly what's happening here? individual faith is fine, but religion's terrible. I think that, like, I mean, I'm very much like not a, like, I'm not really a religion hater. I'm not really a religion enjoyer either. I think that religion is it a net positive or a net negative? It's probably a net negative, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But I do think that there are a lot of people that use religion to improve their lives.
Yeah, I can't really say it's going to be a net negative.
I think so. North Korea's atheist. Anything that cannot be criticized is bound to be exploited. Yeah, I think you're right. You don't need a set of laws to know something's evil. The people that hide behind a book are evil and just are evil. It's just like a corrupt politician. Well, not from their perspective, right?
I mean, like, exactly it. Not from their perspective.
Usually knows that they're corrupt. Like, a person who's following a religious doctrine and doing something like that doesn't think that they're corrupt. I think that it's very important to keep that distinction. People can be extremists without religion. Yeah, no, I think that you're right. You can't have morals without religion. I think you can. Why do you need religion for morals? Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, false. Yeah, I don't really see how that. Yeah, why not? You have a brain? Yeah, of course. Any form of extreme philosophy is doomed because to become monstrous will bring fucked up results, not only religious ones. Yeah, I think you're right about that. But yeah, it's generally.
That's pretty crazy, bro. The video is pretty nuts. I feel bad for people like that, man. On God. Yo, smoke up. All right, got you. I'll roll up. I'll roll up. I got you. 202 points. We're halfway there. I thought I had enough to get void, but apparently I don't. Might just smoke a bong toke because it's gonna be easier. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Cheers, my boy. On that boat. I'm a pet that dog. God fucking damn, bro. Woo. Oh, fuck. I hit the spot. Ooh. That literally got me crying, that toke. Holy shit. Holy. You boys just blitzed. Otto kicked my fucking ass. Holy shit. My brain's mush now. Fuck, man. God damn. No more bong tokes for a little bit. Tell you that much. That shit just fucked me. Joints it is. Um, hmm. Kind of debating. Ooh, I hit a fucking massive 42 on that bad boy there. And break this motherfucker like instantly. Let's go. Huge. I think I gotta go watch some movies.